Space. Hi, Space. Hi, welcome to Fantasy Football Sports News.
Channel 39.
FFSN. I don't think we need to say much about last week, week 5, so let's just move right along to week 6,
Let's talk about week 5 and see what happened. I do believe there were some teams, 4 of them, that did not get to 100 points, but really let's focus on the 3 teams that just, really didn't get 100 points. That would be Finkel and Einhorn. You guys were like 67, 68 points. That's tough.
That's really horrible. It was looking pretty bad for back-to-back also, but not as bad as Finkel and Einhorn.
Although you did get the biggest blowout.
You know what? The next biggest blowout, like right behind my biggest blowout, was only 5-point difference. So, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. I believe it was Einhorn and Upchuck.
It happens. Poo happens.
Mm-hmm.
Got pooed on this week.
I sure did. Speaking of, I believe back-to-back's looking for a tight end trade. Does anybody want Graham? Anybody at all? I don't want him anymore. Sorry, Graham.
That's serious.
On a side note, Reggie is present and not barking yet. There is no collar.
Okay, so let's talk about the booby battle results. We kind of touched on it a little bit. Upchuck versus Einhorn.
Way to go, Upchuck! Whoop, whoop. You beat that Einhorn. So that puts Einhorn and Finkel down at the very bottom.
But on top of Iceman.
Iceman is still at the very bottom.
But we have to talk about his game because he was this close to beating the Russian Testicales. We were just watching the Russian Testicales inch his way up. And he won.
It was really close, but you still did not win. You are still last place. Speaking of, what the hell, Dr. Jones? Someone needs to take him out, and I think that's not going to happen next week, so the week after. Oh, it's Einhorn? Okay, well, this is ridiculous.
We also had a best bud battle.
Best bud battle, best bud battle, best bud battle, best bud battle, best bud battle.
Between Go Luck Yourself and Finkel.
Finkel did not win.
It did not go in Finkel's favor.
Finkel's favor, Finkel's favor, Finkel's favor, Finkel's favor.
And way to go to the rookie for doing well.
Yes. The real Glen Coco is in 4th place. She's hanging in there with the best of them. I mean, she's even better than the champ right now.
Do we really think it's the best of them? Because we've got DLA, Russian Testicales, and Dr. Jones all in the lead spots. I mean, is it really the best of them? I don't know. Put your votes in to this week's poll.
Ooh.
All right.
So that's, I think, pretty much that's what happened in week 5. Some of you are getting a little high there on your moves. DLA, of course. And we have some other ones. Finkel, the Glen Coco. You guys have 11 moves. That's okay, so let's move on. What's happening in week 6?
There's a hockey battle
between the Shame Walkers and Go Luck Yourself.
We haven't said much about Shame Walkers.
Well, he has only won 1 game, so he is down there towards the bottom. You know, he's got more points than everybody from 5th place to 7th place, so it just
gotta have the wins, though. Locking in Shame down at the bottom.
Oh, man. That's been very nice.
We've got the champ versus
number 1, Dr. Jones!
After last week, it's not looking so good.
Yeah, but you're going to have your quarterback back.
Quarterback back. I'm getting rid of Graham.
The champion has great tight ends on her roster. She's looking to trade. I mean, great ones.
Maybe Dr. Jones has a lot of buys. That might help.
Let's see.
He's got to lose sometime.
So does the Russian Testicales.
No buys. He's got no buys. 0 buys. Okay, well, congrats on the win.
I haven't really looked at his team. The commission did you real good.
I know. Maybe the commission draft for all of us next year.
Boy, that would be a fun party. He'd be hammered.
I also believe you have to be present to play, so maybe Dr. Jones needs to be kicked out. Another poll.
Poll number 2. Whoa!
Should Dr. Jones be kicked out because he was not present at the draft party?
Someone's upset.
I'm not upset.
Well, I'll be curious to see which poll people comment on the most. I have a feeling it's going to be poll number 2.
I have have a feeling it's going to be no polls. None
Well,
of the
that's
polls.
true. That's true. I bet there's not going to be a lot of comments. Let's see who's paying attention. Next Saturday, the 24th, there will be a Halloween party at the Holly House.
Holly Halloween.
If you're interested, let me know.
All right, well, I think that's about it.
Deuces, bitches!
Oh, what?
Dr. Jones! I like the picture he chose.